Hey, what's going on? My name is George. So in this video, I'm going to tell you my opinion on whether I think drop servicing is worth it or not. I'm sure a lot of people began researching drop servicing as an alternative to drop shipping. And there are many different reasons for doing so, but perhaps the main reason is the pandemic. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know that we're in the midst of a pandemic, and this has a direct impact on e-commerce and specifically on drop shipping. Before the pandemic, the shipping times from AliExpress China were roughly 10 to 14 days. Now, however, the shipping times from AliExpress can be all the way up to 6, even 8 weeks, depending on the seller. Now, if you're anything like me and you think about the end customer and how satisfied he is with his experience shopping with you, then you are not going to go the route of, sourcing products from AliExpress and making your customer wait for 6 to 8 weeks for his product. Because let's be real, if you're making your customers wait for 6-8 weeks for their products, they're not going to be happy, right? Like, ask yourself a question. Would you be happy if you had to wait for your product for 6 to 8 weeks? I wouldn't, and I'm sure you wouldn't as well. So when a customer has to wait for his order for so long, they're going to let Facebook know that shopping with you was a very bad experience for them. And as you know, Facebook wants to know who is a good seller and who is not. And the way to do this is they have these surveys, right? So they ask people who buy from sellers such as you and me, hey, how was your experience shopping at XYZ, right? XYZ being your store. And if the customer says that, shopping at XYZ was a poor experience because I had to wait for my product for 6 or 8 weeks, then you know what's gonna happen? Well, Facebook is just going to ban your ad account. You're going to get a low page score, and then Facebook is going to be like, oh, low page score, disable. So my point here is that if you are sourcing products from AliExpress China, you don't have a business because you are making your customers wait for 6 to 8 weeks. And as of right now, in 2021, people are so accustomed to fast shipping that it's not an option. Okay, so long shipping times, AliExpress China is not working. You now have two options. Option number one is to source drop shipping products in the US. However, this has its own constraints. First of all, is that sourcing products in the United States is going to be much more expensive than buying them in China. Because think about it, people who sell these drop shipping products in the United States, they first bring them from China themselves in bulk, and then they sell these products one by one to drop shippers like us. And they want to have their profit, so they're going to buy it for $1 and they're going to sell it to us for $2. So right away, you're paying much more for the same products in the United States than what you're paying for them in China. And the second constraint sourcing products in the United States is that there are only so many products available in the United States. And all of these drop shippers are basically selling the same product. So the selection of products in the United States is much lower than in China. And then coming back to your second option is to find an alternative to drop shipping. There are plenty of alternatives to drop servicing, but the closest relative to it is called drop servicing. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably know what drop servicing is, right? And you're looking for the answer to the question, is it worth it? So let me go ahead and answer that question for you and give you my opinion on whether I think drop servicing is worth it. So first things first, you already know that drop servicing is like drop shipping, but instead of selling these physical products, you are selling services. Now, when you think about services, you're probably thinking like the website development or logo design or book cover design or some other boring service that I would never sell in a lifetime. But did you know that there are other services that you can sell that are much more fun and rewarding? Ah, you're interested. All right, let me share that with you. So my favorite service to sell is something that is called custom illustrations. Basically, people give you money, they give you their photos, and your job is to create a custom illustration from their photo. Now, there are so many beautiful things about this strategy, but I'm gonna try and take this one at a time. First, and the most important one, is that your customers are going to be happy. There are several reasons why they're going to be happy. First of all, they won't need to wait for a long time for you to deliver their physical product. Second of all, you're creating custom illustrations from their photos. And you know, people love themselves, and when they see a custom illustration that looks exactly like them, it makes them happy every single time. And coming back to this idea that you don't need to send them any physical products, in this case, you're just sending them a digital file, a JPEG file by email. And once you send that, that's it, your order is completed. Another beautiful thing about this strategy is that once you send the customer their digital file, you can also say that you offer to print their illustration. And this way, you can make an extra $20, $30. And you might be thinking to yourself, whoa, you were just talking about drop servicing and now you're talking about physical products, print on demand, what is this about? But hear me out. You are sending them a digital file which can be printed and hanged on the wall, right? Because you're creating art. And there are print-on-demand suppliers such as Printful that offer kind of drop shipping but print on demand. And you know, they have high quality frame posters, they have super fast shipping, it's about 3 to 4 days in the United States and about 10 days worldwide. Not only are you making your customers happy by sending them this digital illustration, but you're also making an extra $20, $30 by upselling them a high quality frame poster with super fast shipping. And think about this, once the person is already your customer, every single dollar that you make after that is going to be pure profit. So when you're upselling these frame posters, that $20, $30 is going straight into the profit. So as you might have guessed, in my opinion, drop servicing is worth it, and even more than that, it is one of the greatest strategies to start kind of this online marketing e-commerce thing right now. You make your customers truly happy, you create real value, you avoid long shipping times, and you can actually brand this and create this into a real solid business. So, in my opinion, drop servicing is a great alternative to drop shipping, and it is 100% worth it. I used to do drop shipping myself because that was the most popular thing, but then once I found out about drop servicing and started to do it myself, I can tell you that most likely I'm never going back. I currently run a drop servicing store myself, and I also recently sold a drop servicing store. It was called turnshrifty.com. I have videos about that on my channel in case you want to check it out, but basically we were just turning people into Rick and Morty characters. It was super cool, but we sold that business and now I'm working on a new business. So as you might have guessed, I'm a very big fan of drop servicing. That's what I do on a daily basis, that's my business, and that's what I teach here on my channel. So in case you want to learn more about drop servicing, I have videos such as this and more in depth where I walk you through come out quite often. So in case you want to subscribe, then feel free to do so. Also hit that notification bell so you're the first when I release a video. And if you enjoyed this video, then it'll be really nice if you could gently tap that like button. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Till next time.